your outlook for success in this AGM? So what is the chances of winning in this AGM?
Very low. Very low. Extremely low. But my feeling is we already won. What has happened to the share price?
Yeah, it's soaring so much. So I'm also interested in price.
Have I lost or have I won?
I see.
And how many directors have resigned since I started writing my letter? How many? We will be far more knowledgeable next year, or if we call an EGM.
Oh, so you will consider request extraordinary general meeting after this AGM in FMH.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, really? Even after failing AGM, do you think you can win EGM even for carve out of real estate business?
Well, you tell me. Have the shareholders changed? That's a question to you. Have the shareholders changed?
Yeah, I think it's changing. So you are buying more position in FMH, right?
Right. And who else?
And Murakami family comes.
Right. I think Murakami family this time in the AGM only has 4% to vote. And what do they own currently now? Something like 11 or 12?
Around 12% now.
Yeah, so that's 8% difference. So let's see if we lose in the AGM, by how much, and then you'll get an idea of whether we have a chance to win in the EGM, wouldn't you? Yeah, so we own more, Murakami family owns more, perhaps Kitao-san might own more, I have no idea. But the shareholders have changed. And I think maybe we'll see if that is favorable for us.
Have you met other close shareholders? I mean, Fuji Media has a lot of its friends as shareholder, right? Like Toho, it's a movie company, or NTT. Yeah.
So
have you met them?
I think that some of our directors, candidates, met with Toho. And I think and one or two other companies, and we've reached out to Yakulto, and we reached out to pretty much everybody in the industry.
Yeah.
And a lot of their friends, and it'll be interesting to see how. I mean, we expect that Toho will support management, but it will be interesting if they vote at least for one or two of our director candidates. That would be really interesting to see. And then it'll be interesting.
Do you think there is a possibility for Toho Toho to vote to your candidates? Do you think there's a possibility for that?
Well, do you know Archie Fukuda? I think he's a supplier of talent to Toho.
I see. Yeah.
And he knows them very, very well. And if Toho votes against him, don't you think that would be stupid?
Yeah.
I think that would be really dumb of Toho. I mean, why would you vote against somebody who provides you with talent versus the Fuji Media board, where there's nobody who provides you with anything on that board? So the strategy is to introduce the cross shareholders to people who do business with them. In the case of Kitao-san, Kitao-san just did a deal with NTT Docomo, right? If NTT Docomo votes against Kitao-san, don't you think that would be embarrassing?
Yeah. So you will be not disappointed even if you fail to send a director to FMH in
No,
this AGM?
I think the first time that I talked to you, I said I've already gotten 80% or more of what I want, right? A completely new board, 18 new directors, now down to 11, completely new board, stock price up, a lot of people paying attention to Dalton, a lot of people paying attention, a lot of people who bought Fuji Media at current share price who are expecting Shimizu-san to do a lot more. And so the pressure is not on me anymore. The pressure is on Shimizu-san and the board. And if they do not perform well next year, you know, they're gone.
I see. I see your point. But yeah, I interviewed Dr. Kitatani, skeptical about Mr. Kitao, and so there are also concerns about whether your director candidates are truly united. So
no, they're not united. They're not united. They are absolute. They were not chosen to be united. They were chosen. Absolutely. No. That is, you see, the rumor that Dalton was taking over Fuji Media Holding with a united board, that was not me. That some other writer wrote this bullshit that Dalton was taking over Fuji Media with a united board. There's I didn't want a united board. I wanted expertise and people to fight at the board for shareholder value. So Dr. Kitatani and Archie Fukuda were our experts at talent, right? Super good at attracting talent. So they would focus on the media portion of the business to increase the quality of the software, right? My vision of Kitao-san was to work on the digitalization of delivery, right? Not on media. His job was to focus on digitalizing the business. Tanaka-san was to focus on real estate. All of this, each one of them has expertise in a different area. Okamura-san was to focus on finances. Nishida-san was to focus on the portfolio. Mizuochi-sensei was to focus on corporate governance, along with some of the other ladies who were lawyers. So no. This was not a united board at all. My view is a board with a lot of different expertise to help in a lot of different areas is the most interesting board. And they should argue all for the benefit of shareholders. They should argue for the benefit of shareholders, all of them. And they should all bring different expertise, and they should not just sit there and nod and just be.
So,
No. My idea was not a united board. No way. Kitatani-san is absolutely right.
I see. But my naive understanding, you need unification in candidates of the board, because if not, you will convey confusion to the company. But what is your opinion about unification?
Okay, so how many boards have you sat on?
Sorry?
How many boards of directors have you sat on?
You mean I interviewed how many people?
No. How many board of directors have you sat on? Personally. Have you sat on any boards?
No.
Okay, so I've sat on lots of boards. I've sat on lots of boards, and there's lots of fighting on all the boards, and then a unified statement is released to the market. But there's lots of fighting. So I don't want a unified board at the board meeting. I only want a unified statement after the fighting and after everyone has tried to increase value. But everybody had different expertise, and everybody would be able to add value, in my opinion, independently. And then the board could put forward a unified statement, right? At the end of the day, Everyone has a chance to vote. I don't want unanimous voting at all. That's not interesting. So yeah, you can easily fight at the board level, and I've done it on lots. I promise you, on the board of directors of I just joined Hoagie Medical. I promise you, there are going to be lots of fights.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So
absolutely,
yeah, so,
I had my first board.
Yeah.
I had my first board meeting last night.
Oh really?
And there was a fight just about me joining the nominating committee and the remuneration committee. It took an hour of discussion, and everybody had an opinion. And then at the end of the day, after 1 hour of discussion, we voted, and I joined the nominating and compensation committee. Okay, but there were lots of different opinions expressed, and very different opinion, and I was very happy to see everybody had a very different opinion. It was really nice to see.